Saturday, doing very well Saturday, not so well yesterday.
Yeah.
I was pretty low on Saturday afternoon when Kawhi and my Clippers just stunk it up against Dallas and Luka. And then I wasn't feeling so bad yesterday when LeBron and the Lakers stunk it up even worse than the Clippers did.
There's no such thing.
Yes, there was.
Foul smell.
That's what I saw.
Smell.
I feel like, Shannon, you were posting a lot about that.
You know, I don't know
they
what
visited the restaurant.
I was hacked.
The Lakers did the same thing, and that is where we begin. Yes, the Lakers came up short yesterday in the first game of their series against the Suns. LeBron's 18 points was the most of any Laker in the 9-point loss. Anthony Davis didn't help out much more, scoring only 13 points. And after the game, Davis said he took, quote, full responsibility for the loss, adding, "There is no way we are winning a game, let alone a series with the way I played." So, Shannon, does AD deserve most or all of the blame here?
There's enough blame to go around. I thought he and LeBron, so Skip, this is a very winnable game for them. You hold a team like Phoenix to 99 points. The defense was impeccable, but offensively, it's just not good enough. Skip, you cannot allow another team's player when he doesn't go get, let's say, 55, 60 points. Devin Booker had 34 points, which was more points than LeBron and AD had combined. He only took 3 fewer shots than those two combined, which tells me he was ultra aggressive and they were not. That can't happen. Drummond and AD was basically leveled out by DeAndre Ayton as far as rebounding. He had 16. The two combined, I think, had 17. Skip, that can't allow to happen. Now, everybody wants to blame Andre Drummond. And what I'm starting to see is that every time AD has a bad game, they blame Drum. Now, this is the same Drummond that was on the court with AD when he went 42, 12, 5, 3, and 3. The only Laker to ever have a stat line like that against the Phoenix Suns just 2 weeks ago. When he got back and he had that monster game against Portland, Andre Drummond was on the court. Skip, they got crushed on the glass. There are very few teams that can crush the Lakers on the glass because they are one of the few teams that still play conventional, a 5, a 4, and a 3. And they got out rebounded by what, 47 to 33. That's 14 rebounds, Skip. You can't lose that.
No rebounds, no rings.
No rebounds, no rings. You got crushed on the offensive end. So if there's no Drummond, who's going to get the board? And you can play AD at the 5. Skip, AD's made it abundantly clear. He does not want to play exclusively at the 5. That's, if you look at him, AD had some of his best years. Who do you have side him? Boogie. Because Boogie played the 5 and he got an opportunity to play the 4. Last year, JaVale, Dwight. He likes playing. Now, he'll go to the 5, Skip, late in the ball game, last 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Yeah, I'll play the 5. But to have him bang against Ayton, bang against Nurkic, bang against Yoke for the entirety of a game, that's not what he wants to do, and it doesn't serve the Lakers very well. I just felt that this was a very winnable game, considering how well they played defensively. You hold a team to 99, Skip. That's all it took, 99 points. They held them in the fourth quarter to 18, held them in the second quarter to 20 to 21. The first quarter, they gave up 32, but all the rest of them was under 30. But the Lakers are going to have to get, and I love what AD said. AD knows that he needs to play better. He needs to be more aggressive. The problem that I have with AD, you just played against Jay Crowder in Miami. You punished him inside. Is that AD sometimes he's like, oh, yeah, I can shoot this outside shot, I can shoot the 3. Yes, you have that ability. But if the shot's not falling, get your butt down on the block, drop step, and go over the top of Crowder. Now, if you want to get Ayton outside, you want to pull him away from the basket, put the ball on the floor and try to get to the rim, I get that. But you should not be shooting jumpers over Jay Crowder from 15 and three-point land. That should not happen. So I'm glad AD said what he said. LeBron, no, this is normally a feeling-out game. But even as a feeling-out game, Skip, for LeBron, this was a very winnable game for the Lakers. I expect to play them. All the Suns did was hold serve. I expect them to play a lot better, AD and LeBron in particular, to play better, and we're going to get game 2 on Tuesday night.
You guarantee that?
I guarantee it.
It is interesting that you were 2.5-point underdogs in this game, and now you're 2-point favorite.
They know what's up.
They know what's up with Chris Paul's, I guess it's his shoulder, his arm. I don't know what it was.
Are you making excuses?
I'm not making excuses. Okay. I'm wondering what happened to Chris Paul with 9:24 left in the first half. He said he heard a crack. You heard a crack?
Right.
Well, that's bad.
That's bad.
Right? And yet he reached down his arm,
right,
and it looked like your basic NFL stinger. How many stingers have you had in your career?
Yes, that's
where
what it
you
looked
get
like.
hit somewhere up in the cervical region, up in your neck, and suddenly it flashes down the nerves down your arm.
Well, that's what normally happens.
Something got pinched.
You get hit from the side, and the head does. Because in real time, Skip, you couldn't see it. I was like, what happened here?
I couldn't see it after the replays. I'm saying he hit into Cameron Johnson. His head hit Cameron Johnson's right arm, I think, and kind of whiplashed him a little bit. And he got a bolt down his arm. Okay, well, you know and I know, usually those pass, right? You can shake it off, you can stretch it out a little bit, and usually it passes. I don't think you can take a pain-killing injection for it, because I don't know what, you can't stop what happened at the disc.
You don't want to deaden the nerve, because that's all the feeling, that's the sensation you have, so you...
Okay, so let's get this straight. So he is completely, utterly handicapped, starting with 9:24 left in the first half. That was in the second quarter. And he played, Chris Paul did, the whole second half with little to no use of his right arm, which shocked me. It surprised me he came back. I've seen him be out for long stretches of playoff games, mostly with hamstring pulls, but this wasn't clearly a pull. First, I thought maybe he wrecked his shoulder, like he had some kind of structural
dislocated or something,
damage to his shoulder, but apparently that wasn't going on. So he comes back, but he can't even dribble with his right hand because he can't even control the basketball with his right hand. Are you kidding me? And then the shots were mostly air balls where he's just kind of shooting it sideways. He actually made one.
He made one of them cool. I still don't know how he made it.
It was a miracle shot that he made that, a little jump shot from about the elbow, I guess. Made that one. But you're telling me that the Lakers couldn't pull out a game in which Chris Paul is completely handicapped on offense, especially for the whole second half, and you shot 19 free throws in this game before they shot one at home in front of, they announced 11,000. It felt like it had 18,000 there because it was loud and it got crazy in there. But the visiting team shot 19 free throws before the home team shot one.
Yeah, it seemed like they missed 12 of them, too.
Okay, well, that's a whole nother issue. What did we talk about going in? I kept bringing it up. You ranked 28th in free throw shooting. Well, did that not catch up? Because you wound up with 28 shots, 28 free throws.
And you missed 11.
And you missed 11. They only took 16 free throws and made 12 out of 16. So they still were -5 in the free throw category, but you took you took 16 more free throws than they took in their building. That's shocking to me. Where did that come from? And I'm surprised they didn't complain about that, except they won. They won with their leader, with their MVP candidate, Chris Paul, so hobbled in the second, not hobbled, but so restricted in the second half that he couldn't dribble or couldn't shoot.
And that's why, Skip, that's why they were able to win, because Chris Paul is one of the few leaders, one of the few great players that scoring is not the only way he can impact the game. It's more so, Skip, he only averaged 16 points a game, but it's more so of his leadership. He's still a defensive prowess. He's still a bulldog. He's still tenacious on ball defending. Yeah, he's going to be handicapped shooting the ball. So now I'm looking to rotate off him. So if I won't come double somebody, I'm going to double off Chris Paul.
So in the fourth quarter, as you just pointed out, the Phoenix Suns at home managed to score 18 total points. If you do that times 4, that would be 72 for the game. 72, well, they managed to get to 99, which is still a very good defensive effort by you guys. But you could score only 90. You're kidding. So they scored 18, and you managed only 22 points in the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Chris Paul made that one shot out of the 3 that he took. The other 2 were complete, like missed by 10 feet air balls. And yet, in the fourth quarter, Chris Paul had 0 assists and 0 rebounds, and obviously 0 turnovers because he just barely even touched the ball. He wasn't even playing on the ball much. Devin Booker just took the whole game over. He said, I'll be the point guard and the shooting guard all in one.
Skip, why not double him? Why not get the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you? That's what I didn't understand about Vogels. You still allow him. They kept you in the pick and roll. Just jet that. Okay, if Ayton going to roll to the basket, make Bridges, make Jay Crowder, make someone else, because I know what Devin Booker can do.
Yep.
And even though Skip, this is his first time on the big stage, I've seen enough of him to know that what he's capable of doing. Now I want to see if Jay Crowder can take and make those big shots. I want to see if Bridges is going to take and make those big shots. I'm going to put the ball in Cameron Johnson. Okay, if you make 6 or 9 threes, we're going to live with that. But I'm not going to let Devin Booker get